LeBron James, the fourth title in his remarkable career.
It don't matter where it is. If you win a championship, it's one of the greatest feelings in the world.
Keep going. Keep going. We build different, dog. We build different.
LeBron, say it with your chest.
Everything obviously so different this year. But one consistent thing was the great play from LeBron James.
It never gets old being on this stage. That's what I work my tail off for. It will never get old to me. I just try to take full advantage of it while I can.
Yeah! Let's go!
He's having one of the longest primes in sports history.
You know this is his 17th year, right? How can you keep improving?
The most wins in NBA playoff history, the most minutes, the most points, the most steals. That's the true sign of greatness. When you just say, oh, okay, he had a good game. When they just keep putting up these remarkable numbers night in and night out.
Swatted out of bounds by James.
Past the great John Stockton on the all-time playoff assist list.
And the vision of LeBron is spectacular.
It's been an unbelievable run, and there's still plenty left in the tank.
James, way downtown. LeBron James, long distance. 260th playoff game tonight. The most all time. That's over 3 full regular seasons. 55th NBA Finals game. Just staggering numbers.
Oh, my God! Oh, my God!
Thinking I had something to prove fuels me. No matter what I've done in my career up until this point, there's still a little rumblings of doubt. Has he done this? Has he done that? Comparing me to, the history of the game, saying to myself, why not still have something to prove?
LeBron James caps off his 17th year with a triple-double in an NBA championship clincher. 28 points, 14 rebounds, 10 assists, and banner number 17 will soon hang in the rafters.
It means a lot to represent this franchise. I told Jeannie when I came here that I was going to put this franchise back in the position.
Fit right in. Won 72 and 10 that year. Now, they wanted was a rebounder, defender, and a tough guy. And I fit right in. Players today don't have that mentality to understand. You got 2 stars on the team. Your role is to fit in.
I'm glad you bring that up because my contention is this. I say right now, since LeBron wasn't in the playoffs, we got to see him next time he's in the playoffs to remind us. Kawhi Leonard is the best player in the world. I think he just beat the Greek Freak. He just won the chip. And partly that's because he's a finished product who was dropped onto a real team in Toronto. They had all the other pieces. I'm saying if he goes to the Clippers, I know the Lakers got the superstars together, but the Clippers are already a team. If you drop Kawhi Leonard in, they're going to win the chip. What are your thoughts about Kawhi Leonard, where he ranks in the league, and what the future holds?
Well, Kawhi Leonard's a great talent, though. I mean, he reminds me of me, but scoring. He can score the basketball. But if he goes to the Clippers, Stephen, help me out on this one right here. If he goes to the Clippers, it'll be a great fit. But the deal is now, the Clippers have built up something that's very special now. Now you can bring in a unique talent now. You bring in a unique talent. And all of a sudden now, everything is going to shift to Kawhi Leonard. No, everybody has to sit there and change their game around him.
Well, that's what happened in Toronto. They won.
That's what I'm saying. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, the only reason, Dennis, I would tell you that it works for the Clippers because everything the Clippers have done over the last 2 or 3 years is to set the stage for Kawhi. So just like you came and you fit in perfectly with the Bulls, Kawhi fits in perfectly with what the Clippers are trying to do. That's the only thing that I would disagree with you there. But let me throw this at you. When you talked about the players and I asked you about player movement or whatever, and you talked about how they wanted to play with their friends, I've always, like you said, I've been covering the league 25 years. I'm old school. I don't care what anybody says, and I would never accuse players of not playing hard, not wanting to win or anything like that. But I do believe there's an elevated level of incentive when you actually dislike, or dare I say, despise your opponent. I think there's a little something extra that comes out of you when you don't like the opponent, the adversary. Do you agree with me there?
Well, you got to restate that question in a short version, Steve, because you went too fast for me on that one.
Do you play better? Do you play better or worse when you dislike your opponent? Genuinely dislike.
Well, when I was playing, I never disliked anybody. I just disliked the fact that we lost. I said something in respect of years ago in one of my books. I said, I don't need to like my employee. I just need to win for my employee. Mm-hmm. And a lot of players don't understand that. You don't have to like your employee. You don't have to like people that you play with, as long as you win. That's the main goal. It's win, 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 win. That's about it. You know, it's like if you go on a date with a girl, right, Stephen? You ever done it before? Go on a date with a girl and you hate her guts, but she can satisfy you in one way. Satisfy you in one way, but it's all good. But either way, so no comment. But anyway, go ahead.
I want to get your thoughts on this because it's another age-old debate, like the GOAT debate we asked you earlier. It's your '90s Bulls versus today's Warriors. How would they fare? Your squad against this Warrior squad.
Hey, Stephen, I got a question for you. Just ask me a question, my answer for you. Yeah. Hey, Stephen, remember back in the late 80s and the 90s? I got a better question for you, Molly.
Okay.
How about this? How about the late 80s Warriors and the early 90s Warriors? Could the Warriors back then beat the Warriors today? They was averaging 120 points a game with 2-pointers. Yeah. Answer that question. Can that team back then can beat this team today? I see it, yes.
I don't know. I didn't.
I'll say yes. I'll say yes.
Now with Kevin Durant.
We want to know about your Bulls.
Okay,
I consider the greatest team of all time that won 72 games with Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, you, Ron Harper, defenders everywhere you look, the greatest scorer of all time. Do the Warriors with KD beat you guys?
No, I think that the best tandem still today, I thought it was Joe Dumars and Isaiah Thomas. I think Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen can guard anybody. He's 6'9". Can guard anybody, length to length. Kevin Durant, you'll have a hard time with Scottie Pippen. And I don't know who will guard Michael Jordan on the Warriors. Literally, who? I mean, literally, who?
What three dudes?
Let's put it like this. I would handle. I got no problem handling that guy, Green guy. And he'll be eating out of my hands.
Draymond Green.
Yeah, Draymond Green.
Draymond thinks he's the best defender ever.
No, Draymond, keep getting your teeth straight, honey, and listen to your mama. Okay, you know, this is Dr. D. Ross calling right now, baby. You want some prescription? Come ask me.
All right.
You know, I just started a rap battle against Bagley III against Damian Lillard.
But you do respect.
Popping off some beef between Rodman and Draymond.
But D, Dennis, you do respect Draymond as a defender, do you not?
Absolutely. He's a great defender, man.
He just said he'd be eating out of his hands.
He'd be eating out of my hands, but Draymond must have took a page out of my book back in the day.
Yeah?
Absolutely. But
he plays defense, it reminds me of you.
He's a great player, though.
Yeah,
great
you want
player.
him on your team. Right. All right, before we let you go, 30 for 30. What can we expect?
Oh, my God.
I'm nervous for
this. Can you believe that, Stephen A? After all these years? Can you believe this, Stephen A? After all these years, I'm getting 30 for 30. After all these years.
That's right. I can believe it. You certainly did enough to get it.
Well, you know what, Stephen? Guess what? It's the, as they put it, it's the longest 30 for 30 since they've been doing this 2 hours.
Oh.
2 hours, and
so much to talk
it
about.
just got voted into the Toronto Film Festival that they can win some awards with this.
Incredible.
Guess what? And thank all the people out there. Thank all my friends. Thank my mother.
Yeah.
And thank my son. He just got accepted to Washington State as a basketball player.
Wow, huge
Does he play defense?
See you, DJ. See you in the future, baby. Good luck over there.
Does he play defense?
He plays defense. He can actually score. 6'9". He's good.
All right, good stuff. So we can't wait for that 30 for 30. That's going to come out, I was told, in September.
Absolutely.
So
I'm going to watch
to that.
All right, Stephen. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you for coming by, and I love this.
Man, take off that damn Cowboys jersey.
Shut up,
Good for you. Anthony Davis. If you could go back, would you change how you handled that at all in trying to acquire him?
No.
What else? He offered the whole team.
There's a theme here, Molly.
Yeah.
I'm not a regretful guy.
Yeah.
You're right. I offer a lot of guys, but you have to do that for Anthony Davis. He's a special player. And the guys that we were going to trade to the Pelicans is special as well. I think, and I told Dale Demps, let's just do it in private. What we offer, let's keep it between us. Well, Dale didn't do that. So that's how it got out, right? Dale Demps, the general manager of the Pelicans at that time. Exactly. Langdon, great job.
Trajan Langdon.
And then also the former from Griffin.
Yes, David Griffin.
Great two hires. I would say that I told Brandon, Kyle, all the young guys, Ball, if you're in the business long enough, your name is going to get mentioned in trades. Don't take it personally. So what happened was, about that first week, they did take it personal. Yeah. And our writers back home wrote a lot of stories, but I give all of them credit. Brandon Ingram put together a 10-game stretch. He was unstoppable. The things that I thought he could do, he did them in those 10 games. I'm telling you, Molly, this guy is special. He guarded Kyrie Irving one night. He's on Kevin Durant another night. So you can play him on different guys. He is special. Now he's healthy. I'm glad that surgery went well. And then Kyle Kuzma scored 29 points the next after that debacle in Indianapolis where we just got blown out.
Yeah.
Kyle Kuzma went to Boston, 29. He then came to Philly, had 30 at halftime, finished with, I think, 40. I couldn't remember the ending, 46, 40.
Something like that.
But he got himself together and started hooping and start playing basketball, and they all did.
Right.
So I wouldn't change anything because that's my job, is to make the Lakers better.
I understand, Lonzo Ball, you and I don't need to argue about that on TV. We've argued about it enough off the air.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You know how I feel about that.
I know,
Jason Tatum, De'Aaron Fox.
And you
don't
know
even get me
how I
started.
feel. You know how I feel, too.
I got you.
I love Lonzo Ball.
I know that, and I like his potential. Max does, too, more than me, but I like his potential.
Okay.
But neither here nor there. And some of the moves, I got it. Kuzma bringing in, I get all that. You traded Zubac to the Clippers.
Word. What was that?
Brooks Lopez and Julius Randle walked.
No, only one we could have re-signed is Brooks Lopez, and I made a mistake there.
Okay.
Julius, we couldn't offer what he got. He wanted 2 years. We only offering 1. That was a good deal for Julius, and he played well.
All right.
But him and LeBron, it wasn't going to fit no way, right?
Okay.
Because we needed some space. Now, Zubac, let's go to that.
Let's go to that.
Give me some numbers for him at the Clippers. What did he do?
Well, I haven't been.
Don't start mumbling now. Don't start mumbling. Give me the numbers.
I haven't looked up. I haven't looked up his numbers. I can look it up right now, but it'll take some time.
Please do that.
All right.
Didn't
So what's your
even
point?
Didn't even play during the Golden State series.
So what's your point?
My point is this.
He's 21 years old.
Hold up now.
Okay.
Just listen to me.
Okay. Yes, sir.
LeBron James, Lonzo Ball made Zubac better. Why? Pick and roll, rolling for the dunks, boom. He was going to be a restricted free agent. We knew we were going to use that cap space for a superstar. Now, I had to try to space the floor. So the trade I made, I wanted to make sure to see if we could space the floor, and it didn't work out. Now, Zubac got a long way to go to be special. But we had to try things. So that wasn't a trade like we traded them a guy to win a championship for the Clippers. That's not where it is. But I will say, Brooks Lopez, I didn't get it done.
2.3.
No, I didn't get it done.
Why, Magic? What was the thinking there?
No.
By the way, Zubac 5 points, 5.5 rebounds per game. In playoffs.
Wait,
5 points, 5.5 rebounds.
I didn't hear it. Say it a little louder.
I said 5 points, 5.5 rebounds in the postseason for the Clippers.
Thank you.
Well, listen, Lonzo's a good point because really the Lakers' futility this year lined up with Lonzo's injury as much as anything else.
Less than 10 minutes.
Now, I know we needed more shooting. I didn't get that done.
Right.
And so that was my fault. Let me just say this. You learn year to year. And this year, in the offseason, we would have corrected that, right? Lopez, yes, it did hurt us not having a big man that could space the floor, give LeBron more room to operate. So you learn. I learned from a bad decision. So you
Yeah,
move
but
on.
you're Magic Johnson, and you've got a brilliant basketball savant as well in LeBron James. How much, if any, input at all did he attempt to give, or did he just stay out of everything?
No, he gave us some suggestions, and then he said, hey, it's your decision. Listen, I'm not an excuse maker, but we were playing some excellent basketball when we beat Golden State on Christmas Day. We were 4th, 2 games out of having the best record in the West. And then I'm not going to use this as an excuse, but major injuries just derailed.
One thing real quick about Zubac, he did play a little bit more a game with the Clippers. His rebounding went up a little. His scoring stayed the same on average.
Yeah,
compared to the Lakers.
Compared to the Lakers.
Enough time on Zubac.